So Season 2 of The Last of Us has been released, and somehow Naughty Dog managed to leave me disappointed, despite my already lukewarm expectations. While we know that the overwhelming majority has a strong disdain towards the second game, believe me, I know, I played the game multiple times, somehow the mediocre first episode still managed to leave me baffled. I am going to assume you already know the events of both the first season and the controversies of the second game. Otherwise, you wouldn't have opened this video. So my focus on this review will be how this first episode is even worse than the video game. Let me start by saying that Neil Druckmann and the Naughty Dog team absolutely hate and despise Joel. It is at a level where I have to ask, if they hate this character and source material so much, then why take the job of developing it? Back in Season 1, my review of Episode 6 received, shall we say, some pushback. And believe me, I stand by that review, and in fact, even more so now with what was done in the first episode of Season 2. Let's start at the beginning, where Abby is introduced right after the events of Season 1. Yes, I believe this actress should have been casted as Ellie instead. And yes, I believe this was done on purpose to make Abby more attractive and likable in comparison to her appearance and demeanor in the video game. Look, Bella Ramsey can act, but in very peculiar roles, such as the one that made her rise to prominence with Lyanna Mormont in Game of Thrones. While I find her casting as Ellie somewhat appropriate in Season 1, that should not have been the case in Season 2, given Ellie's growth and change of physique in the second game, which Bella Ramsey definitely did not take after. There is no way that you can convince me that this scenario is realistically possible. That is some next-level mental gymnastics for me to suspend my disbelief. Sorry, just no. And like in Season 1, she gets to girl boss everyone. She tells Jesse she can fight better. She defies Tommy when he assigns her to guard the gate because she wants to go on patrols, and she blatantly keeps on defying orders of all her superiors because she's a strong and independent woman. These were not in the game, by the way. And if you know anything about Naughty Dog these days, their politics needed to be inserted at any cost. And before I get to Joel, I need to mention this very important detail that heavily deviated from the game, because it becomes quite clear that Naughty Dog wanted to bring down Joel even lower than they already did in the second game. During a patrol with Dina, who in my opinion would have been a better Ellie too, by the way, they investigate a building with infected. While both of them manage to subdue some of them initially, Ellie accidentally falls down from a rotten floor and encounters the stalker infected for the first time. Here's where it gets ridiculous. Ellie gets bitten again by the stalker before she manages to take it down. This is important because 1, it never happened in the second game, and 2, this was intentionally written to hammer the fact that Ellie is immune, and her dying in the first game could have been the key to cure the virus. So you might be asking, what is wrong with this addition? Well, at least in the video games, the would-be results of operating Ellie were left ambiguous or left for speculation whether or not a cure could actually be procured. But now that she has been bitten a second time, this was to further drive the point that Ellie could have sacrificed her life so that a cure from the virus could have been created. And it is all, quote-unquote, all Joel's fault. So I hope you see why I think Naughty Dog's hatred towards Joel and the original source material is unnecessary and excessive.
But wait! There's more!
Joel has become a beta male now more than ever. To begin, Joel would be the last, and I mean the last person who would go to therapy. But nope. Suddenly, he needs psychiatric counseling. And to pour salt in the wounds, this therapist, who was never in the game, or at least never had any screen time in the game, admits that she hates Joel for the death of her husband, Eugene. I was stumped at first because I had no idea on who this Eugene was, so I had to do some research. In the game, he was mentioned early on, but has already passed away and you never actually get to meet him. But apparently in this TV show, his death was also pinned on Joel's recklessness or flaws as a character, before Joel leaving the therapist in tears like a crybaby beta male. This, in all honesty, is so forced and ridiculous. Do you now see the lengths that Naughty Dog is willing to go to really push this character assassination? And that's not even the end of it, because Joel's role in Jackson is engineering and resource management. In the middle of the episode, he argues with Maria, who I forgot was race swapped by the way, that they cannot accommodate new people into Jackson as they lack the resources to do so. Joel argues that they need to take care of themselves first so that they will have the ability to take in more people in the future, which for me is a sound way of thinking. especially in a post-apocalyptic world where resources are scarce and you do not know the true motives of the strangers that you meet. But Maria, for some reason, disagrees with this and guilt trips Joel by saying that they accommodated him before. Therefore, they should welcome everybody. I will argue that Joel is a different circumstance because 1, he is Tommy's brother, establishing that Joel could be trusted at the time, and 2, Jackson was more abundant with resources. So to me, this is yet another jab to Joel by Naughty Dog, trying to portray Joel as self-centered or self-serving. And the thrashing of Joel is not yet done, and we are just in episode 1. I will put up 2 cutscenes in The Last of Us Part 2, and let's compare how it stacks up to the TV show.
I want to show you something. Just give me 1 second.
What's this?
Some folks call this thing here a guitar.
Funny.
You want to hear something?
Okay.
Okay. Promise me that you won't laugh.
I won't laugh. I won't.
I'm trusting you. If I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself. Everything I have found here, I've not found by myself. Try and sometimes you'll succeed to make this man of me. All my stolen missing parts, I've no need for any more, 'cause I believe, and I believe 'cause I can see our future days, days of you and me.
Strings are shot.
Oh,
I'll put some new ones on for you.
oh, you don't have to do that.
Get it back tomorrow.
Hey, this is a family event.
Sorry. Sorry.
Remember next time there's kids around.
Yeah, like you're setting such a great example.
Oh, just what this town needs. Another loudmouth dyke.
The fuck did you just say?
Ellie, Ellie, don't.
Get the hell out of here.
Get your hands off me.
Hey!
Enough. Come on, you. Let's go for a walk.
What about them?
You worry about yourself.
Let's get you some fresh air.
Yikes.
What did you just say?
No,
Get the hell out of here.
This might be nitpicky, but I do think that the subtle changes in these 2 cutscenes were unnecessary, and it's to further push Joel as inhumane and insensitive. Yeah, we get it, Naughty Dog. We know how much you guys hate Joel ever since The Last of Us Part 2 was released all those years ago. Anyway, the episode ends with Abby and Owen finally finding Jackson, and we all know what will happen next. And that concludes this video. The Last of Us Season 2 has an absolutely terrible start, despite my expectations being very low. Ellie should have been recast, and did you know Naughty Dog hates Joel? I don't know. I think they were hammering that point, guys. I don't know if I want to cover the rest of the season, but I am not getting my hopes up. Thank you for watching, and do consider subscribing for more content, and see you in the next video.